President Trump agreed to sit down for an interview with NBC after they repeatedly begged for it, but the left-wing reporter, Kristen Welker, did not come to interview him. She came to debate and attack him. She constantly interrupted the president, snapping, "You have no evidence," before he could even finish a sentence. Finally, Trump had enough. He blasted the left for their blatant interference in California's elections and walked out of the interview, leaving Welker humiliated. Trump told her, "This was a rigged election, and it's happening again in California. Do you think it's acceptable that 5 days after an election, they still have not declared a winner? They are dishonest, just like you." He then stood up and said, "I've given you enough time," and walked out. As he was leaving, the desperate reporter pleaded, "We came all the way from Washington to Wisconsin for this interview." Trump replied, with classic humor, "Blame it on the rain." This is the same Kristen Welker, the far-left host of NBC's Meet the Press, who previously tried to disrupt Trump's meeting with Xi Jinping in China by shouting questions about nuclear testing. She was promptly removed from the room. In 250 years of American history, very few presidents have had the courage to directly confront biased media and walk out like this. Trump's final words were spot on. "A nation without honesty will never be a great nation." Of course, after the interview, Welker went on TV and claimed she and the president both agreed the interview was cut short by the rain. The dishonesty of the mainstream media is truly laughable.
There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
your
about
elections in this country. We're like a third world country. Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I've sat in the rain with you for an hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A country can never be great with a dishonest press.
We traveled all the way to Wisconsin for this interview. I spoke with President Trump on Saturday, and we both acknowledged the complications during the interview posed by the rain.